A Long Night at Camp Evergreen. Part 3. Campfire at Nightfall.
Why are the three of you here?
Because we need to talk to you again.
This is a strange time to come visiting. It's almost time for tonight's campfire. You should really be going to spend time with the other counselors.
And we will. After we talk to you.
Please, Mrs. Holt. It's important.
Very well. Come in, but make it quick. I'm quite busy. So, what is it you need to talk about this time?
The same thing as earlier.
Remind me, that was...
The scrapbook that we found in the woods?
I thought I asked you to dispose of that book.
Well, we didn't.
Mrs. Holt, we went to the library in town and did some research on the clippings in the book, and one of them is definitely real. Camp Springwater is an actual place, and there really were 3 counselors who were murdered there. I have a newspaper article here that proves it.
And what is your point?
That's not all we found. There's more.
We have another article, and it said that at Camp Springwater, a few days before the murders, a counselor's cabin was ransacked and a note was left behind.
The note said, soon 3 counselors will die, but the camp director dismissed it as a joke.
If that's all the evidence they had, how would the camp director have known it was a legitimate threat?
That's not the point, Mrs. Holt. The camp director at Springwater shouldn't have dismissed what happened. They should have treated it seriously, and because they didn't, 3 women died.
Which is why you need to do something about this book.
Again, there is nothing to support your claim that it is a credible threat to this camp, so no, I do not need to do something about it.
Mrs. Holt, you are the person in charge of us this summer, so you need to be proactive and take steps to make sure we'll be safe. If you can't, then what are we even doing here?
You're here to serve as programming counselors for this camp this summer, as you promised to do when you accepted these jobs.
And we will. But you not checking into this is a safety hazard. Same as if I didn't check the ropes course to make sure it's safe for our campers. And if I didn't do that and a child was injured, or worse, this camp would be liable.
You have the same responsibility to keep us safe as we do to keep the kids safe.
Please. All we're asking is that you look into this. Is that really so much to ask?
Instead of continuing to waste my precious time, might I suggest that you stop scaring yourselves with childish ghost stories?
You're serious? After everything we've shown you, you still don't believe us?
You 3 have blown this wildly out of proportion. I can appreciate your rich imaginations, but certainly not the time you've wasted on this.
We are scared, Mrs. Holt. And it would put all 3 of our minds at ease if you would just take us seriously and look into this.
I will not indulge you in this pointless game. It is a waste of my time and yours. And need I remind you that the 3 of you accepted these positions to do actual work? Instead of wasting time chasing down imaginary ghosts, you should have spent your day doing useful things, like working on lesson plans, preparing your work areas, or helping around camp. Anything other than this nonsense.
But Mrs. Holt...
Enough, Marisha. The conversation is finished, and I will not hear another word about that ridiculous book for the rest of the summer. In fact, you are going to leave that book and those articles here so that I can dispose of them, since clearly you can't be trusted to do so.
Fine. Here.
Thank you. Now, the 3 of you go join the other counselors at the campfire.
Aren't you going too?
No, I'm busy, so I won't be joining you tonight.
I'm so heartbroken.
I'm sure you'll power through. Now, if you will please excuse me, I have work to finish, and I would like to have at least some time to myself today. If you would.
Fine. We're leaving.
Fucking bitch.
We have to tell the others. Since she's not going to do a damn thing, we have to make sure they know.
Of course. We'll tell them at the campfire. Hey, Mari.
Yeah? What is it?
We're gonna be okay.
Right.
Hey, look at me. The 3 of us will take care of each other, just like I said. So there's no need to worry, okay? We've got each other's backs.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Ben.
So, sleep over at my place tonight? We can pull out the sleeping bags, make some popcorn, maybe play some truth or dare.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds fun, right? The three of us could use some bonding time.
I'd certainly like to get to know you both better.
Honestly, same.
I'd like that too.
Perfect. Then it's a date.
In the meantime, though, guess we should head to the campfire.
Yep. So, lead the way, Benny boy.
What do we even do at these campfires?
Sit and inhale smoke. With the bonus of hot dogs and s'mores.
Jess intentionally burns her marshmallows.
Bet your ass I do. They taste better that way.
Heathen.
I make my s'mores with peanut butter cups.
You don't use a chocolate bar?
I don't really like plain chocolate.
See, that's fine. Perfectly normal. But intentionally burning your marshmallows? That makes you a heathen.
Oh, bite me, Benny boy. Plenty of people like burnt marshmallows. You're just too vanilla to be one of them.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say, Jess.
Come on, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty hungry, and a hot dog sounds good.
Let's get you fed then, Mari. Hey, you guys are finally here.
Come on in. There's drinks in the blue cooler and stuff for s'mores in the red one. We've also got hot dogs on the table, some sticks for roasting them, and condiments to dress them up.
Ooh, can you imagine dressing up a hot dog?
Oh, in a little tux?
Yeah, and a bow tie.
That would be so cute!
What in the world are you two talking about? You don't put cloves on a hot dog.
Right, yeah, of course you don't. So, do you think we could use ketchup to give the hot dogs some hair, maybe?
Or mustard. And relish for their little eyes.
Yes, perfect. What should we name it?
Ooh, Frank!
Who's Frank?
Oh, nobody.
Don't worry about it, Cami.
Okay. So, what have you three been up to today? I haven't seen you since earlier this afternoon.
Oh, we went to Blairstown.
Why? What reason did you have to go there?
Why are you so interested in what we were doing? Mind your own business. Matthew.
Jess, Matt is allowed to ask questions, you know.
Nah, that's illegal.
Moraine, quit being difficult and just tell us why you went to town.
We found a book in the woods earlier today.
Whoa, that's like littering, right?
Probably. Wait, do books count as litter? I thought littering was just for garbage.
Depends on the book. If you found The Lord of the Rings, no. If you found Twilight, yes.
Nerd.
Smooth, Moraine. I'm sure no one heard that.
Heard what?
Twilight isn't that bad. I kind of like it.
Then you kinda like garbage.
Maddie, don't be mean to Cami.
Yeah, you'll make her sad. You know she's sensitive.
I am not.
Either way, we're getting distracted from the point. Jones, why did this book make you go all the way into town?
Because it was full of newspaper articles about murders that have happened at summer camps, specifically ones where counselors were killed.
Dude, that's super creepy.
The worst part is, there was a page in the back where someone had written, "Coming soon. 3 counselors murdered at Camp Evergreen."
Oh my god. That's so scary.
Did you tell Mrs. Holt about this?
Yeah. Obviously.
And what did she say?
That it was a prank and we needed to forget about it.
Well, there you go. Problem solved.
No. Problem not solved, Matt.
So if Mrs. Holt told you to forget about the book, then why did you go into town?
Because we went to talk to the police.
The police?
Yes, Annie. The police.
Why the hell would you do that?
Because someone made a threat to kill us? And that's typically stuff you tell the police?
Mrs. Holt told you it was a prank, so why would you bother the police with it?
Because it's not a prank. And I don't care if she doesn't believe us. I'm not going to quit pushing the issue. Somebody threatened to kill us. That's not something I can just forget.
Your boss told you to drop it. If she doesn't think it's serious, then you need to let it go. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time.
Don't dismiss what she's saying, Matt.
Yeah, this is serious, you dipshit.
Hey now, there's no need for name-calling, Jess.
Yes, there is. Because he is a dipshit.
So, what did the police say, guys?
They said that since this is private property, there isn't anything they can do without Mrs. Holt's approval first.
Obviously. You didn't need to speak to the police to know that. Besides, the articles in the book are probably fake anyway.
No, the articles are real. We went to the library and found one of them on the internet. 3 female counselors at this place called Camp Springwater really were murdered, and the cops never found the killer.
So what? How does the death of those 3 women relate to us at all?
Like we would know that.
Exactly. There is no clear connection, because someone made this book as a joke just to scare people.
Well, if Mrs. Holt thinks it's a prank, then maybe it is?
Do you seriously think that, Annie?
I mean, like Maddi said, if there isn't a connection between us and those other counselors, then there's nothing to worry about.
Just someone screwing around, right?
Exactly. At least some people can listen to sense.
Matt, that's not a nice thing to say.
Since when has he ever been nice?
Ooh, this afternoon, I fell down and scraped my knee, so he cleaned it up for me and put a Band-Aid on it.
You're his girlfriend, though, Annie. He has to be nice to you.
I don't have to be nice to anyone. I choose to be.
So you also choose to be an asshole.
Good to know.
Okay, you two, that's enough.
Look, even though you guys don't believe us, we all still need to be careful. So don't go anywhere on your own, all right?
I mean, the 3 of us don't really do that as it is.
Yeah, we're like always together.
What about you, Cami?
Oh, I'm fine. I don't need anyone to keep an eye on me.
Cami, don't be a dumbass. Set a good example for the rest of us and have someone with you, would you?
Look, you guys are free to travel in groups if you want, but I really can take care of myself.
It's not about whether you can take care of yourself or not. It's about the fact that there's potential danger. So it's really not safe for you to be walking around alone.
I appreciate your concern, Ben, but if Mrs. Holt isn't worried, then neither am I. After all, she's our boss and the camp director, so we can trust her judgment.
Thank you, Cami. I'm glad you can listen to reason.
Matt, I'm not taking anyone's side here. We're all adults, so we can all make our own decisions. That's it.
Here, here. Ooh, speaking of being an adult, does anybody want a wine cooler?
Hell yeah, I do!
Gimme one. I'm stuck having dinner with Matt, so I deserve to drink through it.
Whatever. Such a drama queen.
Here you go, Ken. And here's yours, Jess. Do you want one too, Cami?
Oh, no thank you. I don't drink.
Oh, I can't believe that. You're young, Cami. Live a little.
I do, but without alcohol.
Oh, suit yourself.
What about you two?
I've never had a wine cooler before. Is it any good?
Here, let me get one for you and you can try it. If you don't like it, I'll drink it for you. How's that?
That sounds good to me.
There you go, Ben.
Thanks. Here, Mari, try it out.
Thank you.
So, what's the verdict?
It's not bad.
Not bad. It's mango. And mango is delicious.
If you say so. Here, Ben, you try it too.
Interesting.
Does that mean you hate it?
Nope. Just means it's interesting.
Well, that doesn't tell me anything.
Hey, I like mine, babe.
I know you do, Ken. Do you want one, Maddi?
No, I'm making a hot dog. Do you want me to make you one, Nan?
Sure, I'd love one.
Ken, get over here. We're cooking hot dogs.
You got it, babe. You know, you're so cute when you play chef.
Ugh, no I'm not. Cut that out.
No can do.
You're too cute for us to not point it out.
Well, I've got alcohol in me now, so this is the perfect time to cook on an open flame.
Definitely. Nothing dangerous about that.
Let me help you out with that hot dog, Jess. I don't want to have to take you to the hospital because you burnt the shit out of your hand.
I know, right?
Seriously, please don't hurt yourself. Hospital trips are the last thing we need.
Don't you worry, Cami. We'll be careful.
Please do. I don't want a repeat of the water slide incident.
Oh, come on, Cami. It was one time.
One time too many. Annie hit her head, remember?
Not that hard.
She was dizzy. Had to lay down.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
You literally said, I think I got hit by a truck.
Turn of phrase, Maddi. Obviously, I was exaggerating. Kent's not a truck.
Yeah, I'm a dude.
If he was, though, he'd be a cute truck. Don't you think so, Maddi?
Yeah, I guess.
Aw, thanks, babe. I think you're cute, too.
Would you shut up? I'm not cute.
Adorable. So, what do you guys want to talk about?
I think we should go around and share a bit about ourselves, since Marie's new and hasn't done a campfire with us before.
Ooh, okay. I'll start us off then. I'm Annie Howard. I'm 21, and I'm a dental hygiene major at the University of Wisconsin. Oh, and I'm also a Leo. Maddi, do you want to go next?
Fine. I'm Matt Wilkins. I'm also 21, I'm majoring in math, and I also go to the University of Wisconsin. And I won't be telling you my sign. Ken, you go now.
You got it. Name's Kenny Richards. I'm 22 and a kinesiology major at the same school as them.
Guessing that's how you three met then?
Sure is. We were in the same biology class last year and ended up being partners. Oh, in more ways than one.
That class was so much fun. I loved getting to sit with you two.
Same here. We need to do another class together again soon.
Totally. You guys still have some gen ed classes to take, right? Maybe we could...
Guys, other people still need to introduce themselves, you know.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I got a little carried away.
I can see that.
Well, guess I'll go next. I'm Ben Miller. I'm 21, and I'm majoring in environmental science at the University of Colorado. I'm hoping to be a nature conservation officer when I graduate.
Such a nerd, Benny boy. I'm Jess Moraine. I'm 22 years old, and I'm double majoring in business and theater at Southern Wyoming University. I intend to be a successful talent manager out in LA, or maybe New York City. Haven't decided yet.
Hold on. You're double majoring and you're calling me a nerd?
Yeah, 'cause you are one. Duh.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Jess.
Mari, do you want to go next?
Oh, sure. I'm Mari Jones, I'm 21, and I'm majoring in art education. Oh, right. At Colorado State University.
You're going to school in Colorado?
Yeah, at Fort Collins.
I'm just an hour away from you then.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, my university's in Boulder, so I could totally come visit you sometime.
That could be fun.
Slow your roll, Benny boy. Cami still has to introduce herself, you know.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, Cami.
Don't worry, Ben. It's okay. So, my name is Cami Curtis. I'm almost 23, and I'm majoring in human resources at the University of Illinois. That's why I took my job here, actually, because I wanted experience with handling big groups of people, and it'll look really good on my resume when I graduate and start applying for jobs.
Jeez, Cami, you're already thinking about post-grad stuff?
Well, yeah, of course. It's never too early to start thinking about the future.
I mean, I guess. But college is also when you're supposed to have some fun, too, you know?
Oh, I have plenty of fun. Don't you worry.
Doing what exactly?
Well, I volunteer at my local animal shelter and the secretary for my honor society and vice president of the student senate. I also...
No. What do you do for fun that isn't part of padding your resume?
I listen to podcasts about how to improve my communication skills.
Cami, do you hear that?
Hear what?
Me falling asleep over here because that sounds absolutely insanely boring.
Yeah, seriously.
It's not boring. I happen to find it really interesting.
Interesting is not the same thing as fun.
Yeah, listen to Matt. You've got to have some real fun, Cami.
Like what?
Well, we're at summer camp, right? So we've got to do some fun summer stuff.
We're already drinking, so what else is there?
Glad you've got your priorities in order, Jess.
Oh, I know. Let's tell scary stories.
I don't know if that's a good idea, Annie.
Why not?
Because some people are already on edge and don't need any help being scared.
It's fine. If someone wants to tell a scary story, I don't care.
You sure, Mari?
Yeah, doesn't matter to me.
There you go. It'd be pretty embarrassing if a goth girl couldn't handle a scary story, right?
Well, I can, so don't worry about it.
Right.
So, who wants to tell a story?
Don't everybody speak up all at once.
Hey, if no one else wants to, then I will.
Oh, hell yeah. Your stories are the best, Ken.
Your story isn't too scary, is it?
Don't be so nervous, Cami. Being scared's part of the fun of scary stories.
Right. If you say so.
All right, let's get to it then. One summer night, a group of teenagers were together at a friend's house to celebrate his birthday. They were thinking of something to do when the birthday boy, Tommy, suggested that they play hide and seek outside.
Well, this is a red flag already, isn't it?
What, hide and seek?
Duh. Who plays hide and seek outside at night?
I've done it before.
Really? That sounds so scary.
Shush, Nan. Ken's telling a story.
So, even though Tommy's friends thought it was kind of lame, it was his birthday, so they agreed to play. At first, they suggested Tommy be the seeker, but Tommy wanted to hide. So his best friend Allen offered to be the seeker while everyone else hid. Tommy decided to hide alone in the woods behind his house, but he didn't go too far, thinking Allen wouldn't look for him there. But then, he saw Allen's flashlight getting closer. He was afraid Allen would spot him, so he snuck deeper into the woods, until he couldn't see his flashlight anymore.
Oh my gosh, Tommy, you idiot.
Right? This bitch is gonna get lost. I'd bet money on it.
Why would he hide alone? I'd be terrified.
Less chance of getting spotted if you hide alone.
Higher chance of getting lost, though.
Many minutes passed, and Allen hadn't found him yet. So Tommy started to worry that maybe he had hidden too well, and decided to go back to his house. The trouble was, he couldn't remember how to get back.
Called it.
This is why you don't go wandering around in unfamiliar woods at night, everybody.
Poor Tommy is lost. Oh God, what's gonna happen to him?
He'll probably die.
Oh no, not that!
Most likely that.
Oh no!
Tommy didn't know which direction his house was, so he turned on his phone flashlight, hoping to get a glimpse of something familiar. And then, he heard the sound of nearby footsteps.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna die.
No question about it.
Nice knowing you, Tommy.
He thought it was Allen, so he turned off his flashlight so he wouldn't be seen. Then, he moved towards the sound to check it out. As Tommy walked, he spotted something laying under a tree up ahead. But it was covered by a tarp, so he couldn't tell what it was.
Turn around, Tommy, it's a trap.
As Tommy walked closer, he turned his phone flashlight back on. And to his horror, he saw a bloody hand dangling out of the tarp.
Oh no, nope, not that. I really don't like blood.
Oh my God, I cannot handle this.
Weenies.
Tommy didn't die first? Huh. Wasn't expecting that.
The moment he saw the hand, Tommy quickly turned and fled in the opposite direction. But as he ran, he realized he could hear someone running behind him.
Oh, shit.
Someone's chasing him?
Obviously, Nan. They aren't running for no reason.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Tommy ran even faster, but he could still hear the person running behind him. And to his horror, it sounded like they were gaining on him. So he started screaming for help as he ran with all his might, desperate to escape. He was still screaming as he barreled out of the woods. In his panic, he nearly knocked his friend Megan over, who was hiding in his backyard.
He made it out of the woods?
Oh, thank God.
This guy is extraordinarily lucky for how stupid he is.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
When Megan saw how terrified Tommy was, she asked him what happened. Tommy told her what he had seen, and they immediately got Tommy's parents, who called the police.
Finally. It's about time somebody did something smart.
When the police arrived, they did a head count. And all but one of Tommy's friends were there. Allen was missing.
Allen was missing?
That's literally what Ken just said, Cami.
So the police had Tommy guide them back through the woods to where he found the body.
The body's totally gone.
I mean, whoever put the body there would surely have moved it, since they knew there was a witness.
It's just common sense when you're a murderer.
And when Tommy and the police arrived, the body was still there.
Well, the killer's just as dumb as Tommy.
Here.
The police slowly pulled the tarp off the body, and to Tommy's horror, he saw Allen's lifeless eyes staring back up at him.
Oh my god!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of the hide-and-seek killer.
Bravo, sir.
Gotta say, I think that was your best one yet, Ken.
Aw, really?
Seriously, I was so scared.
Me too. That was nerve-wracking. Especially the part where Tommy was being chased through the woods.
Oh, I know. That was so creepy.
I am still so surprised that dumbass lived.
Me too. You're a good storyteller, Kenny.
Thanks, Mari. Glad you guys all enjoyed it. Did you have fun, Cami?
Surprisingly, yeah, I have to admit. It was way more fun than my podcast.
Ha! Oh, that's a big compliment coming from you. I'll take it.
He's got so many more stories, Cami. Just wait until you hear them. He's got one about a couple whose car breaks down on a deserted road. It'll scare the pants off of you.
Oh, well, I don't know if I want to hear that one then.
Hey, I'm gonna go over to the table and put some ketchup on my hot dog.
I'll come with you.
Hurry back, you two.
So, are you doing okay?
I'm fine.
Mari,
I'm just trying not to think about it, that's all.
Jess and I have your back. Remember that.
I know.
Mari, whatever happens, I won't let anyone hurt you.
Thank you, Ben.
Hey, do you think... Can I tell you something?
Of course. You can tell me anything.
Okay. Well, I've been wanting to say...
Come on, you two. Ken's about to start another story.
He can wait a minute. God, have some patience, Annie.
I don't think she knows how to be patient.
Yes, I do. No, hurry up, you guys.
Irony is very much lost on you, Nan.
What were you gonna say, Ben?
Oh. Nothing.
Oh. Okay.
I'll tell you later, okay?
Do you promise?
Pinky promise. Now come on. Let's take our hot dogs and get back to the fire.
Right behind you.
You've been listening to A Long Night at Camp Evergreen, a horror audio drama. Our voice cast includes Maddi Albregts as Mari, Kelly McLeod as Ben, Holly Sophia as Jess and Annie, Vera Tan as Cami, Jordan Kalina as Kenny, Max Marshall as Matt, and Melissa J. Lackie as the camp director. Art design was done by Leah Amory 17. End credits music is Lost in Blackwood Forest by Piano Geist. And finally, our project director, casting director, series writer, and audio engineer is Holly Sophia. Thank you for listening. Our story continues in part 4, soon to follow.